Broads Media.
Back like we never left before, motherfuckers! Back like we never left before! Alright, we're hearing the song again. It's blasting down in South Philadelphia. And I'll be honest with you, I thought this game in its entirety, meaning they left men in scoring position early. That first inning was a dagger. And obviously Alec Bohm, who all he does is knock guys in nonstop all season long, he's the one that gives you the first 1-0 punch. And that's after you had a lead-off single by Rojas in a seriously ridiculous at-bat. He snags second because, well, he's fast as hell. You have no shot. He's now on second base, and there's a couple outs. Please don't do this again. We can't survive if there's another horrible approach when there's someone who can possibly cross home plate. We can't do it. Okay, we can't do it. We won't survive. So Bohm at 2 outs says, don't worry about it. And that puts it in perspective here on some of the decision-making made by Rob Thompson. I thought he managed a masterful performance today. From the lineup with going to the right-hander, Kristen Pache, did not surprise me whatsoever. That's what they've done all year, and good for Brandon Marsh. I know you are a professional, and you're supposed to just collect the paycheck and be happy that you're on an MLB team. But Brandon Marsh does have some sort of credibility. I'm sure it's not easy to swallow the pride when CBP, your own ballpark, is bumping like that. It's pretty damn remarkable to hear it from the TV the way we do. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're sickos, and it's why it's amazing. So I want to play for you. Did I actually delete it? I did delete it. I'm a shitty host. And now I'm typing in the wrong websites. Listen to Nick Castellanos and his interview with John Clark after the game. This is it, man. It's so good. It's so good. I love this team. I love the way that they approach this. Listen up. Listen up.
All right, we are here with Nick Castellanos. Song's playing again. You getting those vibes?
I mean, you tell me, man. Look around.
Amazing atmosphere tonight. Where did you start to feel it when you came out here tonight? When was that moment where you started to feel that again?
I mean, as soon as I came out early, I wanted to run around and just feel what it was. I mean, again, man, like the grass is just electricity.
How about Jesus Luzardo? Tough lefty against you guys this year. What was your approach tonight?
I mean, just don't do too much. Just look for a pitch, something, stay to the middle of the field, pass the baton.
You guys didn't need a home run tonight. I think it was 11 hits. Does that show you can win any way offensively?
I think that we're just locked in, man. It's Red October, and we're coming.
Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking serious? Are we doing this again? You're damn right. I needed that. I needed that for me to feel this because I'm not going to lie. I was laughing at the reaction when Kyle Schwarber singles. Lefty my ass, by the way. I told you that wouldn't come back to be a problem. Here's lefty to kick things into gear after Zack Wheeler shines because, well, that's what that guy does. Oh, man, we'll get to Zack Wheeler. I decided, and I never do this, I was trusting my gut. I came together with a what I loved list and what I disliked list. Normally I have notes and it's sectioned off in progression. This is what happened in inning 1. This is what happened in inning 2. And then I go through the game and we walk through it. I don't know. For some reason, I'm going with my instincts here, and my instincts told me to write out the love and dislike list and let yourself talk through that. Now, there's probably 4 points that I've started and then already went into a different direction, just like we're 4.5 minutes in, and I wanted to do the love-dislike thing, and I wouldn't have stopped myself unless I looked down and smacked me in the face. Okay, let's start with this point I wanted to finish, the first one. This game in its entirety, remember I said that word, I lost my train of thought. Okay, runners in scoring position. Yo, we need to get that hit. Please be better. Okay, constantly getting leadoff men on a lot in the early frame, first 5 innings. You're in the first inning. You're on in the third inning. You're on in the fourth inning. You're on in the fifth inning. Wearing down their starter. Wearing down Luzardo that apparently was supposed to scare me to death. In what universe? You don't give your own pitcher enough credit when you sit there shaking in your boots for no reason at all, afraid of a nice starter. That's what he is. You outdueled him big time, and Zack Wheeler did get up there in pitches around 100, and that's where things happened in the seventh. But he also got fucked over on a 1-1 pitch. It should have been 1-2. Instead, it's 2-1 on the check swing. He gets the 2 strikes after that, so it could have been a hoo-ah behind the dish. Instead, you have to go to Alvarado in the seventh, and I thought Rob managed a masterful game. I really do. But with Bohm and Stott, they've helped carry this team. Someone like Pache, whether it's Rojas or Pache, they do something, generally speaking. And then Craig Kimbrell comes in and it gets hairy. All right? Harry. I don't know why I said Harry like that. See, my wife has a family member named Harry. And I'll go Harry, and she always goes, Harry? You sound like a douche. It's how it goes. That's how it goes. But that's what this team has done all year long, and in one game, we saw it. All right? So I thought Rob managed a great game. Batting Bohm third. Bryce Harper didn't really excel until that last inning. And his last at-bat, and then he elected to just run through Dusty Watson. He thought, I don't give a damn what you're thinking today, Dusty. You must be stoned because every decision you made sucked. Oh, that's probably what Bryce Harper's thinking as he's rounding third. The memes and the still frame pictures of Dusty 3/4 down the line with both hands up and Bryce full speed chucking is hilarious. I don't hate sending Nick, even though it resulted in an out at the home plate. I thought that was a hell of a throw, and I'm willing to be aggressive and see what happens. Force them to make a play. It's very difficult to set your feet and chuck one to home plate and put it perfectly in a spot. Test them. Let's see. And in that case, it panned out for them. In another case, well, Dusty's got his finger up his ass. Stupid. Batting Bohm third, though. You got him in a good spot as a righty in the batter's box. He knocks in runs basically all year. He's been pretty consistent. Yeah, and that was my in or out question of the day. Are you in or out on this statement? Alec Bohm will hit a home run today. I wanted to choose a righty, although I wouldn't have been shocked if Bryson Stott, the pitch count killer, I like to call him. They all forced him to throw a ton of pitches, though, which was excellent. But once you realized he was giving you the bottom of the plate, you saw Wheeler take advantage. For Bryce, his first strikeout, which was in a high-leverage spot, technically just an early one of it in the first inning. For me, I thought that was just a nasty pitch, and you have to tip your cap when he struck out. Because the pitch is pretty much flirting with your eyesight that it's in the zone the whole time, and then it dips nasty. What are you going to do? Sometimes you tip your cap. But it's crazy when their whole entire team and the entire batting order is rocking a hit next to their name, and the one dude struggling is Bryce Harper. But when there was the first uh-oh and the first mistake of not scoring early, oh, this is going to kill him. Oh, man, we're going to be talking about Dusty Watson not sending Kyle Schwarber, right? No, this is what they do. Let it play out. And you'll be okay. They are the better team. Wheeler's locked in. This is a different Wheeler. Nobody saw this Wheeler at all in the regular season. At all. And I'm putting my heart on the line, and I'm opening it up for Aaron Nola. I think he shuts the door tomorrow. They're afraid, man. Come on. They don't want to play in this building. Jazz could say whatever the hell he wants in the mic before the game starts on ESPN about this is what you live for, and it's awesome to be in front of this crowd even though I'm getting heckled and there's a bunch of boos flying my way. Yeah? Okay. Then get down in the game and tell me you're enjoying that. You know what they're doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. Holy hell. Bend them over. That's right. That's right. That's what they're doing. I don't think you're enjoying the beatdown from South Philly. I know you're not. Alvarado, Hoffman. Was anyone afraid in the 8th inning when Hoffman was going up against Soler and he hit the ball foul? I know the fan base in the building, there was a gasp. It got silent real quick. 210, 220, and went into foul territory. I don't know. The lack of noise and the silence is what made me think it was a bigger deal than it really was as I'm watching the ball fly up and go to left field out of play. It didn't look that far. Don't be giving me a mini heart attack on my side. I got high cholesterol. There's no way that's good, all right? I'm telling you. All right, why don't we get to my loves? Bryce Harper running through Dusty Watson. Look, the first inning, I saw the whole debate on is it right with your 4, 5, and 6 hitters to take the gamble with someone slow like Kyle Schwarber? Yes. Yes. You want to be the aggressor. You want to put the other teams in a position where you dare them to make a play that needs to be targeted right then and there. If you're Dusty Watson, a run on the board. A run in the first inning at home in a playoff situation where this crowd has been on the edge of their seat since, 1 p.m. noon? We've been hungry waiting for this. People have been tailgating for hours. It's the first inning. Yo, Dusty, if your eye isn't on the prize of getting Schwarber across home, he could have made it. I'm telling you, even Kyle Schwarber would have got a run, and it would be 1-0 early. Dustin, how do you not target that? And by the way, even if worst case scenario, a perfect throw beat him, Trey Turner sitting at third. All right? I understand powerful hitters, Bryce Harper being one of them, in your order. It's not a horrendous way of thinking at all. It's not. But watching how that one played out, they missed a chance. And I wonder if you're playing the Braves, how much more does that matter? Today you can get away with it. But over at third, he was lost. I think he got some of the respect lost from him. Speaking of respect, though, there's one sports book that I respect more than any in the world, and I pounded the Phillies money line pretty good. I told everybody, if you follow me on my socials and you check out the Instagram, the TikTok, Twitter, Broads81, you will see me pumping out some of my thoughts and some of my bets. And as a bettor, you demand perfection, and my bookie delivers. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss out on the opportunity. So go to mybookie.ag. The link is down below in the description. You sign up using promo code BROADS. You get a deposit bonus up to $200 that goes instantly into your MyBookie account. Go bet Moneyline Phils again tomorrow. Wrap it up. I'll seal it. I deliver it. It's a lock. You hear that? The Broads lock. I want you to do that right now. Sign up. Promo code Broads. All right, join the MyBookie family for an entire season filled with daily odds boost, same game parlays, and super contests. Once you bet your deposit amount once, you're ready to withdraw at any time. Again, that's promo code Broads. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. Only with MyBookie. Don't miss it. I'm telling you, don't miss it. All right, what else did I love besides MyBookie and Bryce Harper running through Dusty? He didn't cover in the 7th. That's more on my bad list, and my bad list is very short. So we'll do this. We have anytime hotline calls too. Oh, I'm sure that's buzzing. Okay, the first inning defense. How about Bryson Stott and Christian Pache? What was the expected batting average? Somewhere along the lines of 740 for the play that Christian Pache made in left field. So it was good for him to show what he's worth on both sides of the ball. And his first at-bat was a little rough. It looks like the Christian Pache that forgot how to play the sport of baseball when he first put on a Phillies uniform and he looked so overwhelmed. He does have those worked in. And it does happen, and we saw that. The first inning defense, though, I think is electric, and it gets the ballpark buzzing. You see how important that is, Dusty? Yo, Dusty, pay attention. Listen to Sports Talk with Broads, will you? I think you can learn a thing or two as you're driving into CBP. You know what I'm saying? Bryce gives a shout-out to Mount Airy, the guy from WIP. Hey, I was checking out Broads Media. My kids were watching because, my kids were enjoying some post-game content, and I decided to give him a try on the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasting platforms. Why not? Why not go follow there too? Getting all the leadoff base runners. No? Do we get thumbs up for that? Is that in the love thing? If you do that against the Braves, and I hate looking ahead and thinking about, well, what does this mean in a different game? Because every game's different. No game plays out the same exact way. Sometimes you're in a dogfight. Sometimes you're in a pitching duel. Sometimes you're in a shootout, and it's explosive on both ways. Some days it's both super sloppy, and both teams don't show up, but one of them have to win in a very hideous fashion, right? There's so many ways to do it, but if you get leadoff base runners in playoff baseball, I think it'll eventually work itself out, especially with so many damn weapons in this lineup. It never stops. I think Luzardo figured that out firsthand, that it wears you down. The pitch count is rising while Zack Wheeler's at 46. He pretty much kept everything consistent until the 7th inning. I thought he was going to get through 7. The crowd, man. Shout out to the crowd. You guys were so fantastic. I was so jealous not being there. Of course, we all know people in our circles that are on Instagram stories. They're there. They're in the 100 level, or they're in the standing room only, or they're in line at Chickies and P. You're just seeing all the red October. People jealous just like me who aren't there that are saying, damn, I'm so jealous, and they're posting that on their story. It's amazing. This time of the year is fantastic, and the way you all popped off, if you were there and you were standing in the beautiful night experiencing that incredible playoff win that I wasn't afraid of for a second. Not for 1 second. I felt some nerves. I didn't like that I felt some nerves, but I felt some nerves. Not saying me. The pulse. You know you're out there. And maybe it's less about the Marlins and you're unwilling to open up your heart to the Phillies really grabbing on, because as special as last year was, you still think they're the same Phillies deep down. I tell you differently. They are not, because you heard Nick Castellanos. They know. This locker room and clubhouse, no. You have a superstar, a legitimate superstar in Bryce Harper, a winner in Kyle Schwarber, Zack Wheeler, arguably one of the best contracts in this league. What a hell of a signing. I'll put my hand up. I didn't know he would be this. Now, I knew he couldn't stay fully healthy in New York, but even when playing for the Mets, did I ever see the ceiling being this when he was all the way? No. Holy hell. I swear that was just me. That was just me. I swear that was just me. Sounded just like the clip, though, did it not? Crowd was awesome. Nick's celebration, the ring finger. Can't believe we're living in a world where somebody gets upset because it looks like the middle finger, but it's not. But there were a lot of Twitter police that I guess were very against it for some reason. How about getting birdie? Jose Alvarado getting birdie, and he starts bitching, and so did Jazz. Jazz was bitching too. I loved sending Nick on that play. Let's go to home plate, baby. Let's keep doing that. Guess what? If you're doing that over and over and over and over and over again, I promise you're winning that game. You're winning that game. That means you have guys on second. You're putting the ball in play. You're creating havoc. If you do that all night long, you're winning the baseball game. Here's some of my dislikes before we get to the Anytime Hotline. Some of them are basic and sort of talked out through just describing the game. Holding Kyle, I thought that was dumb. Wheeler getting screwed. Craig, leadoff double. That shot by Bell was pretty heavily crushed. So that was really it for the dislikes. As you can tell, I enjoyed what I saw. I had a grand old time. I see this team playing with confidence. I know they got swagger, and I know they're going to carry that until the end of time, meaning when the commissioner's trophy, when they're in their hands. No game today compared to that. You flip through some of those afternoon games, a snooze. Nobody's even in Tampa Bay. Fans didn't even know that they were on. I think people really care more about the Tampa Bay Lightning and Steven Stamkos than anything Tampa Bay Rays, which is crazy considering how good and sustainable their unbelievable roster is. But anyway, Minnesota, boo, get out of here, stink. Milwaukee, Arizona, stink. That That's television. Okay? That's television. Now, what I want to do before we take calls that happen after the game, I want you to hear this call that came in. And when I was grabbing stuff for the post-game show, I accidentally grabbed one that was from before the game. And when it played, I went, oh my God. This would be funny to just show you what the Marlins were dealing with prior to the game starting. This was our fan base throughout the entire day getting ready to fill up the bank. This is what we sounded like. It's amazing.
Yo, we got the fighting Phillies tonight. We got CBP. It's gonna be fucking rockin'. And I'm fired up, baby. They didn't even throw the first pitch yet, and I'm ready to roll. We have Bryce Harper. We got the wheels on the bus, Zack Wheeler, and we got a rejuvenated Trey Turner and a rejuvenated Philadelphia. I'm ready for Broad Street. I'm ready for a title. Let's kick the Marlins' ass, baby. Let's go, Phillies!
Is that not fucking awesome? Is that not fucking awesome? Good luck, Marlins. They got no shot in hell. They have no way in beating this team. Aaron Nola takes the ball and he shoves. He's going into the sixth inning as well. He's giving you 6 1/3. I'm saying something along those lines. Maybe 7 strikeouts. No home runs. You heard me. It's playoff Aaron Nola, and I think he turns it on. I'm going all in on this because I'm recognizing that even through all the pain and all the loss and all the frustrations of the recent Phillies runs, this group is different. This is what we expected when we looked at all the big bats and all the veterans around the league and the big contract signings, and we visualized them being a 90-win team and a damn good team. This is it. We have it. It's here. We were waiting for it for a little bit of time, and we were working out some of the kinks, whether Trey Turner didn't have his standing ovation yet, or it was Nick Castellanos last season. Now it's forming more. Bohm gives you 20 home runs and the production with runs batted in. Stott, Gold Glover, second base glove is filthy. It's filthy. Bryce playing first base and getting him out of the DH spot. So now you free that up and you can do more with left field. Now you get defense out in left field. And in center field, someone like Rojas, who would have never projected him to make that leap and have that level of at-bat. Are you serious to get on first base speed kills? Trey Turner getting on base speed kills. They're getting on bases. And Kyle Schwarber leading off is not the problem in Dusty Wathan not sending him. That's a Dusty Wathan not sending him problem. It's not a Kyle Schwarber problem. That should score a run. In Major League Baseball, even Kyle Schwarber running from third, that's a problem on Dusty. That man scores. The big jolly fella scores. All right, let's go to a call that happened after the game. We got all them lined up now. Let's rock and roll.
Holy hell. Bend them over. Holy hell. Bend them over.
I love this.
Holy hell. Come on, man. First of all, I don't know why the fuck you started screaming that shit, bro. But fuck it, we're rocking with you, bro. Shit. Yeah, good luck trying to fucking stop Bryce Harper around in third. Ah! Let's go, Phils, man. Take the 1-0 series lead. Fuck the Marlins. We don't give a goddamn. Oh, I fucking love this team. Everybody getting a goddamn hit. Everybody's contributing. Fucking Trey Turner looking great on the bases. Holy hell. Oh, what's the other one? Red October. I love it, man. Go Phil.
I was waiting for the end. Red October. Bend them over. Oh, wow. That's incredible. That's a fantastic call. Arguably one of my favorite calls ever, by the way. That's tremendous. Now we have a chant going. We're at the point now the holy hell bend them over is that's unbelievable stuff. I'm almost a little bit stunned. I didn't expect it. I love it, though. This team, I don't know. This team, that threw me off. This team, This team. I love this team too. This is why I was saying don't be worried. Let's enjoy it. This is what the team is. But Wheels, 97, 98. He's doing things like Cole Hamels. They're on ESPN stats and info, throwing out his start, 6 innings pitched, 0 or 1 earned runs. We got Zack Wheeler pitching like Cole Hamels did. Do you remember what Cole Hamels did? Do you need a refresher on what Cole Hamels did? Cole Hamels is incredible. Cole Hamels, you're like, son of a bitch, I gotta face Cole Hamels today. Well, Zack Wheeler is taking down anybody else's number one when you can line up your rotation. And he goes like this. You are working with the best of them, and you have the advantage. He was so good. And your bullpen, Alvarado. Hoffman! Who would have thought? We all knew it was coming. Once he had been established and became that guy this year, of course Hoffman. Of course Hoffman's getting the ball. And of course he's getting out of it too. The Craig leadoff double. It is what it is. That's what he does. He doesn't care if someone goes to second base. It's my way or the highway. I have to attack with the way I attack. I have a certain way of thinking this game. This is it. Craig Kimbrell, weird dude. But whenever he's out there, he'll get the save. You have to earn it, though, as a fan base, too. You have to earn that good feeling and celebration. Because for a second or two, you might get a heat flash. What's next?
One down, bros, and it wasn't even that hard. Wheeler pitches an absolute gem. I mean, he was filthy out there. And the bullpen, Alvarado coming in, messing dudes up. Hoffman, beautiful. Craig, you make me nervous, Craig, but you got it done. Let's take these guys out tomorrow and move on to those punks in Atlanta. Phil's, baby.
Oh, we're kicking their ass. That makes me laugh because I'm thinking, lefty, my ass. I tweeted that out during the game. I'll read you a couple of the live tweets. I didn't do anything crazy throughout the game, all right? I told Jazz to shut his mouth. Rhys Hoskins, that should have been on my love list. The fact that he got to throw out the first pitch, all right, the videos that John Clark and the rest of the NBC Sports Philadelphia crew put out gave me goosebumps. But also Rhys Hoskins. I'm sure a lot of you saw some of the things that were going around on Twitter. How about Rhys Hoskins dancing on top of the dugout? He was really vibing. There were no cameras on him. When you sing in your car, we've all done it, right? And you really get into the thick of it. You should have saw me the other day with 50. It was 50, and then I dabbled in some Lil Wayne because it was recently his birthday, and he was popping a little bit on the new. Oh, he came out of the tunnel on Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, whatever day the Green Bay Packers played, and it was just funny watching him run out, and that was going viral too. But Rhys having some fun in the dugout. He was in his bag just doing his thing. I went nuts for Bomer. I went nuts for Trey. How he didn't score runs early there, I don't know. Told Birdie and Jazz to shut up. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to tell you about what I tweeted. There's nothing worthy enough for this show. I mean, for everyday entertainment, of course. But for this, I'm going to shut up.
What a game. Solid performances from everybody at the plate. Wheeler was phenomenal. And Jose Alvarado, big out in his first appearance to end the inning, and then an even bigger strikeout with the first at-bat of the next inning. What a beautiful pitch that was with a full count. That was a real dagger to the Marlins. Great job, Hoffman. Kimbrell, pretty good. I'm ready for game 2. Let's go, Knowles. Go, Phil.
I love that word you used, dagger. That's what that was. That game was the dagger of realizing we can't beat this team there, okay? You know, you wouldn't be able to beat them anyway because this team is better. Regardless of what regular season stats say, the Phillies are way better. For them to have the differential in runs be as low as it is, and then, of course, then we can start the debate on this is what happens when you expand the playoff leagues and you make more teams make it and all that stuff. But anyway, my closing point. This was a dagger for them because they recognize we don't stand a chance. We're not there. It is what it is. Sometimes you need a smack in the face. This was that. It was the dagger. I love you guys to death. You are A-plus human beings. A-plus humans. A-plus humans. I love you to death. We'll be talking soon. Go Phillies. They're up 1-0.